Wayfair's President's Day blowout sale. Sofas and accent chairs up to 60% off. Bar stools starting at $39.99 and up to 60% off headboards and beds. Don't miss these deals. Hurry to Wayfair.com today. Wayfair, you've got just what I need.
Just testing out live stream shenanigans. I mean, why not? So I'm actually going to be doing a live stream. Ask Me Anything here soon. I was supposed to do one last weekend on Sunday, and I don't know. I got kind of busy, so should probably turn that down. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh my god, listen to that echo. That's terrible. How do you see if there's people in here? Active in chat. Me. Okay. Pretty boring watching myself, I must say. So anyway, I'm really just testing this out, making sure that it's working okay. Checking lighting. I'm actually cleaning up. I just actually did a video just a few minutes ago on putting in the where's it at? In OWC data doubler, and hopefully there we go. So what this does is it actually takes out the optical drive in my MacBook Pro, and it lets me put a solid state drive in there, and it just doubles my space. So ergo the name Data Doubler. So it's actually really cool. It costs about $30 or so from OWC, which is Otherworld Computing, which is a pretty sweet company based out of Illinois. I live in Illinois, so it's kind of cool. But anyway, this is it's a pretty cool thing actually. You're gonna find out everything about it in the video once I get that up and running. I still have to edit it. I recorded it with like 3 different cameras. It was actually pretty wild. Ran into a few hiccups, which is not surprising because I didn't watch any videos or read the manual like I probably should have, but YOLO. I hear the kids like to say that nowadays. Maybe they don't. I don't know. YOLO's probably from a few years ago. now people are commenting. It took like freaking 12 minutes to get people here. I should have seen my face when. Finally dushing the rust off that nastiness. What the heck? Hey, Sonic Orb Studios, what's going on, man? Or woman. I don't know what you are. My audio is quiet. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh, that's better? Let's see. Could probably make it a little bit better. I don't know. Let me know if that sounds any better. I could probably try to make it a little bit louder. I don't know. I'm kind of new to the Wirecast thing, so I'm just playing around with it. I just got done recording a video, so I'm cleaning up right now. I just thought I'd try out the live thing so I can get prepared for the live Ask Me Anything that I'm going to be doing soon. So did the audio get much better, or is it still kind of low? I can just talk louder. Sorry. Hey, Carlos, how you doing, bud? Sweet. So what are you guys up to tonight? Anything fun and exciting? Good deal. I don't know if you guys saw, I just got done, I made a video on this data doubler thing that I've just put in my MacBook Pro. It lets me take out my optical drive and replace it with secondary drive bay for my solid state drive. So you double the storage. It's pretty cool. It was like $30, and I don't know. It took me about 20 minutes to put into the machine, and it's pretty sweet. So now this thing's rocking 2 solid state drives, which I'm always very happy about. Browsing Reddit. I browse Reddit all day. Like, that takes up so much time. Where did you end up going to dinner, Sonic? Did it happen to be Sonic by chance? I don't know if you have a Sonic by you, wherever you live. Yeah, I know most laptops don't have the optical drives anymore. The MacBook I bought, like, I wanted to be able to customize my MacBook a little bit because, like, all the newer MacBooks that are coming out have everything pretty much soldered into them now, and you can't really do much to them. So this one was a little bit cheaper, but I had the ability, obviously, to put more RAM into it, which was a huge plus. I had the ability to put a different solid-state drive into it, and then, obviously, the ability to take out the optical drive to put more storage in. So that really worked definitely in my favor. So, yeah, some MacBooks can be upgraded. It depends on, which model you get. Like the MacBook Airs, you can't do anything with. Ale House, are you from Florida by chance? I think there's an Ale House in Florida that I remember. But yeah, so the upgrading the MacBook was definitely a huge plus. That's why I got it. It was like $1,000 still, but I mean, I like it. I'm still pretty much a PC guy, but for my videos and so video editing, photo editing, I stick to the MacBook because it just works good for that stuff. North Carolina, that's sweet. I'm in Chicago and it's freaking freezing cold. It is terribly cold here. It like warmed up last week to like 50 degrees, and now it's like 8 degrees or something. It's ridiculously cold. Yeah, I use PCs all day at work, and I mean they're great. Like I have this pretty sweet laptop at work. It's an HP, and that thing is like a powerhouse. I mean that's like it's very comparable to like any desktop. I would say that you can get most days now, unless of course you're customizing a desktop and building it from scratch. But I don't know. Like I like the MacBook for the stuff that I use it for, and it's just the way that it functions. I'm so not used to it. I was always so anti Mac and like would call everybody out. Oh, Mac's so dumb and whatnot. And I still like give people crap about the people who are dedicated to their Macs and think they're like God's gift. Like I'll still give them crap, but it is definitely a solid machine. But there's so many people that hate it, especially somebody who's like purely PC. You know, I get crap for it all the time. You were thinking about getting a MacBook since you started Mac engineering this year, but it probably won't run most engineering programs. AutoCAD, I think it does work on the Macs. I think there is a version for it. Let's see. Yeah. So I have my MacBook is streaming right now, and then I have my desktop that I'm go to. Yeah, AutoCAD for Mac. You can definitely do it. I use some CAD programs for my 3D printing stuff that I do. CAD stuff is so difficult to me. I feel like so stupid trying to do that. 31 right now, but 50 was the warmest I saw. Yeah, it was like 50 last week. It was awesome. Yeah, I mean, you can always dual boot your MacBook if you really, really wanted to. I have no reason to do that though. So I have to use Windows all day, which is fine. It's great for business environments and stuff like that. Windows is great for gaming. I mean, trying to game on a MacBook isn't really going to be ideal by any means. So yeah, what else are you guys up to? On a scale from 1 to 10, how hard would it be to learn to 3D print? I mean, when you buy the 3D printer, like pretty much all of them come with its own software for throwing whatever design you want into the program, and it lets you 3D print it. I would say it's fairly easy to just get the hang of right off the bat. There's definitely more customization stuff that you can do to it where you really need to dial in like the different filaments and stuff that you use. So it can get difficult at times, especially when you're troubleshooting things and stuff like that. But it's not really, I don't know, I don't think it's too hard. A lot of the programs just do everything for you. The hard part comes when you actually want to make something from scratch. And that's when you need to learn AutoCAD and things like that. There's more CAD programs that let you learn how to do the design to create the STL file that you can dump into the 3D printer and print the stuff. That's the hard part. That's the hard part for me. I've only done one custom print thing, and that was for Chris Davis at PC Addicts. I did something for him. That turned out really well. I was really shocked that I was able to do that. It was really cool. But yeah, like you said, Sonic, the software to make the models is the hardest part. It's really difficult to learn, and I just have not had the time to sit down and try to learn any of that stuff. I would really love to, but time's money. But if you buy a 3D printer, there's Thingiverse.com, which you guys can check out. Everything that's on Thingiverse you can download and actually just send to the printer and print it. You don't have to do anything really, but just set some of the settings on the printer, like temperature and stuff like that, and it makes it. I mean, it's easy. There's so much stuff on there. I don't know if I have. Oh, here, I can actually show you something that I printed. So this is like a pencil pen holder thing. I have a needle nose pliers in there right now. But this was downloaded from Thingiverse, and it's just this honeycomb pencil and or pen holder. This took like, I don't know, 6 hours or something to print, and it's sweet. I have one of these at work that's a little bit bigger. I'm actually going to be giving this away on my 3D print channel. I'm going to do kind of like a crossover video with this because I feel like this is like something that every nerd should have at their desk. I mean, it looks cool and it functions very well, and you can store a lot of stuff on there. Painless 360 did a good breakdown playlist on getting started in 3D printing from printers of software. I should check that guy out. Painless 360. I'll add that guy to subscribe. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll subscribe to that guy. Yeah, I'll check out what he's got. There's this guy, 3D Printing Nerd, I think, who just put out a video last week on how to design cookie cutters from scratch, and I'm actually really looking forward to learn how to do that when I get time. Yeah, I got subscribed to that guy, so I'll check out what he's got. So the 3D printer that I got is the Lulzbot Mini. We'll do here, lulzbot.com. So if you go to that website, the Lulzbot Mini, it was like $1,250. So it was definitely, I would say, kind of pricey. But my best friend Chicagoland Geeks, who I think I've linked to on my channel quite a few times, he has a Airwolf 3D printer that costs like $3,500. And they're definitely, mine's a little bit smaller than his, and they're definitely comparable as far as print quality goes. But I have a smaller build plate. I have not really dialed down my filament on that thing to really make it optimal, which I probably should do at some time. But yeah, it's like $1,250 for the one that I have, and they go up to like $5,000 or more, of course. But I think $1,250 for what I paid is pretty good. It's a pretty good price. It's obviously kind of expensive, but the filament is ridiculously cheap, and that's kind of the hang up that people don't really get. Like, yeah, you're going to spend a shit ton of money on a 3D printer, but when you start printing stuff like this thing, it probably costs like a quarter to make. Like, honestly, like I would say maybe 50 cents tops is what this costs to make. Yeah, that guy has some pretty cool stuff too. He actually, with 3D Printing Nerd, the Nerdgasm guy, they're like friends or something in real life. I actually saw like a stream that they did the other day, and so I'm assuming they work together somehow in something. But yeah, he has some pretty cool stuff. If you guys haven't checked out, I think it's to find his channel. I think it's 3D Printing Nerd. He's got some cool stuff. Yeah, I'll link it in the chat. Yes, there's that guy. Like I said, him and the Nerdgasm guy are like good friends, or something. I don't know. They've done stuff together. They both have really cool stuff. But yeah, I mean the filament's so cheap. So I don't know if 3D printing something you're really interested in, and it's a fun investment to get into, but obviously a pricey investment. And the stuff that you can make with it is really cool. I think I got more stuff in here. So, going through my box of goodies here. So this is like almost the biggest that my printer can do, this turkey that I printed. And I don't know, this thing turned out pretty awesome. It's actually like a really kind of weird feeling that this thing has, but it's super sweet. This was, obviously, it's like a demon skull thing that I did. And this thing, again, it has pretty nice finish. There are some hang-ups on the filament because I didn't dial it in good enough. There's that. Of course, the TARDIS. Doctor Who, if you guys are Doctor Who fans, this thing was pretty sweet. My daughter wanted a pink skull, so I did a pink skull. And the detail on this thing is actually really, really good. And then an articulated elephant. So the legs actually move on this. The head actually moves on it. And this printed in one piece. And just the fact that it moves and printed in one piece is pretty sweet. Hey, Zytown Cell. Hello, I'm into ethical hacking. Next year I will go into university. What you think I should study? I was thinking about IT security. IT security is huge. I've kind of talked about it in a video before. anything with security in the name of it nowadays is pretty big. If you have a title or education in security or cloud something another, you pretty much have like an advantage nowadays. Everybody's looking for somebody who specializes in security or cloud based anything. So yeah, if you're looking into IT security, that's definitely a good gig. Go for it, for sure. Yeah, so the video is pretty lagged for sure. So, I don't know if you guys can. Nah, you can't really see that, but it didn't extrude too well on this one. I don't know. Is there anything cool you guys want to you guys want to see 3D printed? Because I'd love to start putting out more content of 3D stuff. Yeah, I play Magic. There's actually like cards and stuff in the background here, for sure. Yeah, those Hedrons were sweet. I actually have this guy that I play Magic with. He's gonna paint them for me. He does the mini stuff. So yeah, my laptop is running on battery right now too, which I would assume with Wirecast because it's such a resource hog. That's not helping matters either. I could hardwire and see if we can get it any better. Let's see. We're hardwired now, so we'll see if that makes a difference. Used to run live Social Blade shows. I was thinking about hitting Social Blade up for some questions on some things. They seem like a pretty big YouTube supporter. So yeah, I actually did like a spinning dice type of thing, or a life counter that I'm gonna have this guy paint too. I did on my 3D printer. I haven't like turned my 3D printer on in probably like a week because I've been so busy with everything else. So I'd like to start getting back into printing more things, but I kind of run out of ideas. Oh, I think I've probably talked to you then before, Sonic Orb. Yeah, I think I did contact you probably about something in regards to like an evaluation thing. No, the infect counter that was different. The other life counter, it like actually spins and stuff. I have the infect thing over here. Yeah, the infect counter was just the symbol, and then I just printed out a dice separately. So, but the other life counter, I forget what it's actually called, but it's pretty sweet. Hopefully, I get that back soon. I don't know if he's painted it or whatnot yet. He's pretty slow on getting back to me with things. I mean, above anything else, I'm glad to see that people kind of got involved. This is kind of like an on the whim live thing that I just wanted to try out. I need to really schedule a time to do kind of like a live Ask Me Anything, like I've been talking about. It's just so hard with kids to do. So hopefully soon I'll get that sorted out. Have a few topics that I'd really like to cover, and hopefully I get kind of, I mean, even if it's just you guys or a few people, at least to get some information going on some things. Definitely helpful. Of course, we can always talk about 3D printing because I could talk about that forever because 3D printing is fun. All right, Carlos. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it, man. I'll type that out just in case. Yeah. Just trying to do it on the whim, just to try to see how it goes. The Wirecast thing is a little bit different for me. I've never really used it before, so I want to make sure that I at least know how to get everything started before I actually kick off like a live thing. And you can see, I'm not even prepared in any way to do anything live really. It was just like, hey, can I go live? Can I try it out? I'm glad to know that, like, the chat with the video and stuff works all right. So that's good news. The chat definitely, I don't know, it seems so weird to me. Hey, Dead Point, thank you. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I'm kind of like watching the video on my PC. Oh, that's probably why it looks like crap, because I didn't adjust the quality to 720. Let me turn up the quality to 720 and see how it actually looks. It hasn't really refreshed, so like it actually looks like shit on my end, which I'm not really happy about. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, I'm using a webcam, or the built-in webcam for my MacBook Pro. So, I mean, I'd say that's pretty solid image for built-in webcam on a laptop. I'm sure there's better out there, but I'll go with it. That's fine. I definitely have to adjust the lighting. I just have like one light above me working right now. And of course, I have this huge ass light behind me that's not doing anything, and a light beside me. So I wonder how like far the lag is in the chat, or from the chat to the video. So now I'm gonna watch myself talk on my other computer and see how it is. So it seems like there's like a 10 to 15-second lag from the time that I actually talk to the time that it's actually displayed through the stream. So 10 to 15 seconds. So the chat would be about that far behind, theoretically, I guess. Yeah, I haven't even messed with any of the settings on the webcam. I don't even know if Wirecast will let me without getting like the paid version or whatever. Shut up, Josh. Oh, Weirdo McBeardo. Yeah, Weirdo McBeardo needs to put out some YouTube videos before you start talking crap, son. Let's see. All right, Sonic. I appreciate you hanging out for a little bit and checking it out, man. It's good to talk to you. Check back for the other live stuff that I'll be doing. I'd love to have you back. It's definitely good talking to you. Weirdo McBeardo is my brother in real life, so he's gonna hate, and that's fine. He's gonna hate all day. See, Weirdo McBeardo, you need to get it on live cam and show off your cool 3D printed stuff, like I've been doing, with all this sweet stuff. Mm. Did you ever get yours printed all the way? Your pen holder thing? Oh yeah, you better go watch The Flash before she yells at you. Sweet. Holds all the tools to repair your 3D printer. You repair your 3D printer too much. Stop breaking it so much. So my 3D printer can use like up to like 30 different type of plastics. It's mostly I just use the PLA plastic, and it, can use ABS. There's a bunch of different kinds that I haven't really dove into buying yet. But like a spool of the PLA plastic is like $24, so it's relatively cheap compared to the price of the actual printer. I like the PLA. The one time I've actually tried to print with the ABS, and the ABS is a much harder plastic, and it's actually preferred by a lot of the people who make like really sweet things because it's so hard and really strong. I didn't like it. I didn't like the ABS. PLA has been my friend. It's been good to me. It's easy to print with. But I can show you what the ink looks like. so here is a roll of the black PLA filament. It's like weed whacker line. I mean, that's basically what it kind of reminds me of, is just like a weed whacker line. And you can see, like, this stuff, it's like a little bit brittle. I'm just going to break a little piece off here. It breaks like really, really easily. So, I don't know. It works pretty well. It's very thin. This is with the 3mm stuff. There's stuff that's a little bit smaller than this. But yeah, this roll is like $25 or so, and it's huge. And it lasts like a really, really long time. I have not gone through one single roll of filament since I got my printer back in like October. So it's cool. Printer was like $1,200. The filament's to like $25 a roll, and some of the better filament is more expensive, but it lasts a long time. So if there's anybody watching right now that has any questions, let me know now, because I need to get going. I need it's 10:30 p.m. here, so I got some stuff to do before I go to bed. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know now in like the next, I don't know, minute or so. If not, I'm gonna peace out. Yeah, I'm about to go to bed. Actually, I'm not really. I gotta watch some Nurse Jackie and take a shower and edit some videos, and then I'll go to bed. But anyway, all right. If there's people still out there watching, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully I answered whatever questions you guys had. I'll try to be scheduling the live AMA thing here pretty soon, so check back on the channel for that. I'm not sure when it's going to be. It's such a hard thing to schedule for me. But anyway, thank you for watching. Take it easy.